myself to the stage too. News. All right, I got some news about the Navy and how the Navy is going to be changing their PRT to Army style type of exercises or PRT standards. So the Army does these push-ups. They're like the Navy does the push-ups where it's like, your hands are between your shoulders and you go up, and that's the resting position, and then you go down, right? And then you can't let your body touch the ground and stuff like that. So that's the Navy. And then the Army does they go down and then they spread out their arms like this, and then they come back in and then they go up, and that's one. So, and I'm pretty sure, I think that the Navy's going to be bringing back planks, bringing back sit-ups, and they're going to be doing a 2-mile run. So if you're in the Navy, this is probably news for you. The Navy supposedly is going to be doing a 2-mile run, and they're bringing back the two PRTs a year. So that's some news in regarding to the Navy, and so that's what I got right there for you. And then I also have some videos that I wanted to cover. Just seeing if we have anybody on our Instagram feed. We don't have anybody on our Instagram feed right now, but we have one viewer right now, and it looks like that says it's okay. Yeah, I don't know if that's me or not, but hey, new viewer. And so I want to share my screen. I got a couple of Nikki MG TVs for you. We're probably gonna cover the military weight crisis too, because I YouTube YouTube searched the military weight crisis. So here, I got this one for you. This is going to be my first one that I've seen from Nikki. He just uploaded this actually, so I just have to share the screen. Stop. Share. Yeah, okay. So this woman claims that she's a USC, United States Marine Corps veteran, but failed boot camp.
And you probably will think this is pretty interesting. So I'm actually a Marine Corps veteran.
They say once a Marine, always a Marine. Some people claim that title, even though they never made it past the finish line. They never did the crucible. They were never officially a Marine. And we've seen this previously where people are like, I'm technically a veteran. Oh my.
A lot of people do that. A lot of people are like, oh, I almost joined, or oh, yeah, I went to boot camp. But most people will probably save face and probably wouldn't say anything, or from anybody that I met anyway.
Gosh. Now, this person ended up on Caleb Hammer, which he does something called a financial audit, which essentially is him telling people you're spending too much money, you're being dumb. And it's very entertaining because the fact he uses these outrageous titles, thumbnails, whatever else, that paint these pictures of people in a weird light. But typically, he has to play on something that they presented in an episode, but he just titles this one, She Sucks. Literally just generically, she's bad. And on top of that, you guys should know that before you go through this episode or you look at it, it is essentially the meeting of Jerry Springer meets Dave Ramsey Finances meets podcast type thing. And so it's a good amalgamation of all of that. But let's get to the clip that has pretty much been going viral over the past couple of days since it's been uploaded, because this woman is in massive amounts of debt. And inherently wants to be enabled and says that she was a Marine and deserves benefits.
But I don't receive disability yet.
Whoa, the first one ever.
Yeah, most women think that they deserve everything, so they think that they deserve the world.
And again, it's not that disability is bad. It's just interesting that it's been literal like 100 people on the show or something, many of whom never went overseas or did anything wild. Why?
So I am working on trying to get something, but
Okay. Well, for fuck's sake.
You
She probably got a dishonorable discharge, or like didn't pass boot camp, like what Nikki said. Like that's probably what happened.
can tell Caleb's already pissed. He's like, I thought I was going to meet one veteran that wasn't getting disability out here because, it is one thing that I understand Caleb as a civilian is like, you must deploy to get this. But inherently, a lot of people don't understand a lot of the mishaps, accidents that do happen in the military essentially do come from training events that are not even related to combat. And
yeah, I broke my finger, and that shit happens when you're not at work.
a lot of people are doing desk jobs. Yes, that can happen. But you also have people that are doing manual labor, infantry type stuff. You have people that are working on flight lines. You have people that are doing special operations that get injured as well, which, by the way, you have seen headlines of this over the years that people do actually pass away from some of these inherently dangerous tasks that are being done. But what is even crazier is what this girl says next that is pissing off the entire internet.
Okay,
right
great.
now I get medical.
And what was your
benefits.
service?
What
What'd you do?
Well, I was in basic training and then I got hurt, so I got out.
So she didn't pass. So she got hurt and she didn't pass. So she didn't even qualify to continue her service. Does she deserve tax benefits and all that other stuff that veterans get? I don't know. Let me know in the comments.
After like several months, so but I got hurt, yeah, so that's why.
I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, go. And on go at the same exact time, you guys are going to give me your
Clip straight to him asking what their financial score was because obviously nothing was said on Caleb's part to say, like, yeah, sounds legitimate here. But let's break this down. You have a person, while they're not getting any monetary gain, is able to then receive benefits the rest of their life for their health care, which, by the way, the average health insurance for most people can be several hundreds of dollars. So the fact this person's able to get it, even though they only did a few months in the military, is kind of crazy. The thing about it is I think people are having issues with the way this is framed because obviously there is the indoctrination of what we know as Marine Corps boot camp. Now,
Well, I mean, look at her. She doesn't even look like she can run or walk a mile.
I am all for people being compensated what they will. Obviously, there's a reason for that. But, the internet will do what the internet does, and people are outraged. This person here, Hensley Farms 9098, says, claiming to be a quotations veteran without even completing basic training is ridiculous and honestly a slap in actual veterans' faces. And obviously, people are even going to go on even further.
Before I continue, I'm actually going to share this call-in link if you guys want to come on and shoot the shit.
And diss her and be like, you don't even claim veteran status. SFR Automotive says, not a Marine, not a veteran. And then Lee MC says, so she's not a veteran. And then Gustavo responds with, she did 3 tours to the DFAC. But obviously people did also, I guess, kind of have her back a little bit against Caleb Hammer because they thought his definition of what a veteran should receive or not receive was maybe a little bit too aggressive. This person, a Mental Reaper, says, 1, you are not a Marine Corps vet. 2, Caleb Hammer can eat a bag of D's. You know what that means. Civilians have no right to say, many of who didn't go overseas or do anything. All signed the contract. What have you done? Yeah. So, unfortunately.
So pretty much what was her job? So she went to boot camp, got hurt, and then got out way before, I think it's like a year you have until you can claim veteran status, I guess, even though active duty members aren't considered as veterans. So like on Veterans Day, if you have a friend or family that's a veteran or that's an active duty member and you wish them happy Veterans Day, they're technically not a veteran until they actually get out and they get an honorable discharge. So
we know how this is going to play out. We know what this is going to be. Someone is in massive debt. They're going to end up getting a paycheck from this, which from the looks of her, it's probably been several years since this has taken place that she was at Marine Corps boot camp. I don't think she just left to say, I'm waiting on a veteran affairs claim right now in order to make sure I get all my stuff documented. Now, granted, there are people that do suffer injuries that are during boot camp. Those are real. They do happen.
That's
unfortunately, we've actually had people that have died at military boot camps all across the country as well. Unfortunately, because there's just inherently bad things that can happen, even though we screen people at MEPS and do things like that. So, however, I find it crazy that this person is like, yes, I have this massive debt and I'm bad. And then they try and like get any level of leverage with Caleb on the show. And they're like, hey, I actually have a good point here. I'm a Marine Corps veteran and I don't have disability. But it's hilarious.
that is a lot of debt to be in. I wonder what that's from. Hopefully not surgeries or anything like that.
Hilarious to me because Caleb has had so many veterans on this show, even from the earliest days when he was like maybe 10,000 subscribers when I followed him initially. It is nuts because this show exposes the veteran community, a lot of entitlement that can be there. And, you know, I understand a lot of people don't want to disclose their disabilities or whatever they are. And they have a right not to share that because that's personal health information. However, you are on this show to show that you have some level of impairment due to a disability. And because of that, you are being compensated. Now, you would think a lot of people would run with that and say,
On that show? Huh. I wonder what show that is.
awesome. I'm getting $4,000 a month to not be disabled really as badly as I could have been because of the military.
What do you do for a living?
Well, I just got out of the military a year ago.
Do you have disability?
Yes.
Okay. What's coming in from that?
From the VA, it's about $4,000.
Yeah, of course you do, because there's not been one veteran in the history of this entire show that has not been on disability for the rest of their life. I'm totally good with military disability. We have an interesting fact that we've discovered in the show where we get veterans every other episode almost. There's not been one veteran, many of whom never actually went overseas, who are on disability for the rest of their life.
I've been overseas 3 times.
This takes up 2% of the federal budget. 2% of the federal budget, just that alone, which is chunky. It's like $500 billion a year or something. So I'm not against it. It just seems like.
But what happens with a lot of these guests are the fact that they currently are receiving $4,000 a month and they're not actually doing anything with it. Like, if you calculate $4,000 a month tax free, you are looking at $36,000, which would be almost equivalent of making a $50,000 job, which these people should be able to make if they are working by themselves. So they are not totally just woe is me. I mean, this person could even work if they got disability, a full-time job, and still be making more than the average income that's out there. So
that's what a lot of other service members do. What they do is they'll do their 20 years, and then after they do their 20 years, they go to the VA, they get disability, like a certain percentage or whatever like that. And if they're somewhat percentage of disabled, like let's say 50%, for example, or 30%, then they get an allowance, like a steady paycheck once a month or once every 2 weeks or whatever. I really don't know. I'm not a disabled vet or anything like that. I really don't know how it works, but I know that they get a certain amount of money depending on your disability. So then you'll get like a certain amount of money, and then you get out, you have your pension, you have your disability from the VA, and then you can go work another job. So that's why it's such a benefit to join the military when you're so young. And I wish I didn't join when I was 31, but you know, life happens, I guess. I finally woke up when I was 30. So
while it is crazy this person trying to say that they're a veteran, it's crazier that they are trying to get VA disability after a couple months in Marine Corps boot camp. Again, I do say awesome to you if you do have a hand up and you signed up. I get it. But other than that, it's semantics at this point, splitting hairs and whatever and technicalities. But I think all that gets settled down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think about this situation down below.
yeah, I've been watching a lot of Nikki MGTV, and actually, if it wasn't for him, I probably would have never joined the Navy. But let's take a look at what these people are saying. Right? She's as much as Marine as Katy Perry is an astronaut. Let's see, what does this guy say? If you did not get the title, you're not a Marine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That. I mean, I guess it's the truth, right? You know, she didn't complete her training, so she didn't get her Eagle Globe and Anchor. So, you know, I guess you really can't call her a Marine, you know? I mean, it's just kind of fair to say. Not to try to be mean to the girl or anything like that. So I got another episode. Same one, same kind of video with Nikki MG, but this one's a little different. Let me stop sharing and then let me share this one. Here we go. All right, let's watch this.
Sandwiches. I like them.
This girl's in the Army.
I actually have never
She's a
had
specialist.
anything.
She's a specialist. So she's an E4 in the Army. She's not a NCO. She's clearly overweight.
Dubai chocolate bar, anything.
Some fries, some French toast sticks, and 2 sandwiches. I like a variety. Can I try it?
Well, at least she's going to PT. I actually just watched this or saw this post on Instagram saying that Wendy's was the worst fast food for your body and Chick-fil-A was the 10th worst. So I guess if you're going to have any type of fast food, I would say Chick-fil-A is probably the best type of fast food that you could possibly get.
I like that. They're so good.
But don't get me wrong, I love a double baconator every now and then.
Yeah, you guys are probably asking similar questions like I am.
Yeah, see, I would do stuff like that, but I don't know how to do that.
You know, and to be honest, with my recent videos, people were complaining about, you know, why aren't we worried about people that are out of shape that should be able to meet the standard versus people that have beards that do meet the standards? And I was like,
well, you should be worried about people who are out of shape because if you're going to be in battle with somebody who's out of shape, they're not going to be able to run fast. They're not going to be able to help pick you up. They're not going to be able to move to get more ammo if you need to get more ammo or stuff like that. Like, you really shouldn't be a fat, disgusting slob with a big belly like that picture that went viral of the female chief. Like, you shouldn't be like that. I mean, you got a little chub on you, you're a little overweight, okay, you know, like, but you can't be disgusting. Like, you have to look good in your uniform. You know, that's just my thoughts.
I was like, oh, maybe we could shine some light on both sides of the topic because I think both are important. But this soldier looks to be an E3 and does not really care.
She's an E4, bro.
About their appearance in the U.S. Army. Take a look at this entire video.
I actually have never had anything Dubai chocolate bar, anything, but y'all hyped this up, so it must be the bee's knees, and it better be the way that y'all was talking about it.
Oof.
Let's open it.
I mean, it looks really good. Don't get me wrong.
Ooh, it looked just like the TikTok.
See, you can have stuff like that, but you have to eat it in like moderation. You know, like you have to manage your caloric intake. You have to. It's like that saying. You have to move more and eat less. You know, that's like the truth. You have to figure out your caloric deficit if you really want to lose weight. You really want to get a six pack. You really want to get the V. You really need to stop drinking so much alcohol, and you have to manage your caloric intake. That's the truth. Or you could move more and eat less. Go running, weights, walk more, do more weights. You know, if you don't like to count your calories, then you have to do something to make up for it.
Okay, let's try it.
If she eats the whole thing, then I guess that means that she likes it.
I'm so done with y'all. I swear. This tastes like a Kit Kat. Whatever. I'm still gonna eat it though. It's good. I'm just saying, ain't nothing to write home about. Y'all was like, oh, do bad. Shut the up.
And obviously, this made a lot of people
Damn.
very
She's not even nice either.
questionable, like we are right now, where they've left comments like this. And then someone says, is there not a fitness test no more? And someone says, Jojo559, you do not need it. You need to read AR 600-9. And lastly, Airborne Apparel Company said someone's chain of command is negligent. And I don't think that's incorrect, because I'll say, like, there is responsibility on a command to ensure soldiers are meeting standards and things like that. Just
I don't think the Navy's going to be doing stuff like this, though. But we are going to be adapting to an Army style type of PT test with the 2-mile run and the push-ups and like sit-ups. Probably going to be able to choose what we want to do, planks or sit-ups. It's not like definite yet, but that's just some of the information that I got.
It's like with the beard situation where people are freaking out about that as well. But, you know, it's one thing to not be aware or feel like you're disconnected from it, but then there's a whole other idea of just leaning into this entire, I would say, kind of persona, essentially, where, yeah, check this out.
The days of work, hard work, hard work.
I listen to this song actually when I go running. If I'm running on the treadmill or if I'm running around, I listen to running cadences. And a lot of people judge me for it, but I don't really care. I like it.
That's what
It helps me run. I ran 3 miles the other day in under 27 minutes, and I'm 38 years old. And, you know, just saying.
they say. Hard work, I earn my
Brutal.
pay. Hard work.
And below that, the caption says, I want to be cool too. And obviously the comparison of the two photos, you know, the Kevlar does not fit very well on her head. And it's unfortunate because, you know, it's funny. I get it. But it's also like an underlying, like, self-deprecating, not funny situation.
True. I'm going to agree with you on that.
That you're like, this is literally our job. Like, this is what you're supposed to be doing. This is kind of just required. Like, I could think of how many different military movies, like, not like, and it's the Army. Like, out of all branches, it's the Army, the one where it's like, you're going to have to work out. It's not even like Air Force or Navy or something like that. Like, that's why I'm a little puzzled by this, that somebody would do that. And it's crazy because this person is actually aware. You know, they are rage baiting a little bit. Someone here, Justice, says rage bait 10 out of 10. Someone says all the food posts made this make sense. And someone says from Juice, thank God I chose the Marine Corps. And Drew says, you know what? Hell yeah.
Marine Corps. Ooh, ah.
Yeah, brother. And she liked it. Now, if that's not telling enough of what this situation is, you know, of somebody that's not really looking to be held accountable, you guys should check out this clip right here where she's in PT uniform making a stop at Wendy's.
Since I have a little bit of time to kill, we gotta try the Wendy's breakfast.
Never had Wendy's breakfast. I've had McDonald's breakfast. I like McDonald's breakfast, but I rarely, very seldom do I go to McDonald's. It's probably like, she probably paid like $20 for that sandwich, you know, like for the whole meal. $15.
I got some fries, some French toast sticks, and 2 sandwiches. I like a variety. If I'm gonna try it, but I'm gonna get the fucking full experience, or as close to the full experience as possible. Damn! Damn good as fuck. I had the maple bacon, chicken croissant, and what else? Sausage, egg, and Swiss. I don't like Swiss cheese. Oh well. See, that's why you get a back up. Dude. Now, which one is this?
It's just like an embarrassment to the army. You know, she's going on TikTok, eating the Swiss sausage, whatever, bacon, egg, and cheese, salt, pepper, ketchup. Whoa, I just hit my tripod on the Instagram reel. But that's just such an embarrassment, really. I mean, I wonder how many push-ups she can do.
The fucking Swiss one? I wrecked those. Even they fucking sausage patties are square. This, well, at least the croissant is soft.
I mean, that looks good. I will say that kind of looks like really, it looks good. Very fattening and high in calories probably, but you know what's low in calories? My Whey Isolate gunpowder. Guns powder, 110 calories per scoop.
Oh. Okay. That look kind of good, all right. But I think French toast sticks and French toast sticks. They all good.
I just bought some French toast sticks from Food Lion, and I got 2 of them and 1 for free when you buy 2 when you're a VIP member up here in Virginia. And they are quite tasty. And then you just get some sugar-free syrup, and you get 2 tablespoons is 10 calories. Tastes just like regular syrup.
Right, period.
So it's like a 300 and like maybe 350 grams of calories, 350 calories. And then you add 2 eggs. It's like what? Almost like 400 calories. Eggs are usually about like 70 calories each.
You know what I mean? But I don't even like Wendy's. I haven't been to Wendy's since I was in high school. And I only went to that Wendy's because the McDonald's line was way too long. I wouldn't have to wait no longer in line like that. But here is the maple fucking chicken bacon, whatever the fuck. Burger. Not burger. You know what I mean? Look at it glisten. Yeah.
That looks really good. Definitely high in calories, high in fat, high in carbs, high in everything.
I like that. That's so good.
So yeah, as you can see here, it's crazy to me because obviously, we would like to say the command needs to be held accountable, but
if you're joining me on Instagram, go to my YouTube channel. I'm live right now on YouTube and doing some Nikki MG TV reviews. If you don't follow me on YouTube, it's just my first and last name. It's the same as my Instagram.
So yeah, as you can see here, it's crazy to me because obviously, we would like to say the command needs to be held accountable, but it looks like they're doing their job. She's in a PT uniform. It's just the fact that she has decided to continuously eat things that are not great. Now, to be fair, she owns this even further on her Instagram or on her TikTok, and she says this. She says, I put my foot in all my food, Dallas, Texas.
Well, she's got 1,000, pretty much just over 1,000 followers. I mean, I guess that's good in a way where she can monetize her, I guess, I don't want to call it a disability, but she probably can't even do like 50 push-ups.
And granted, this person does seem to obviously go to the field as well, as she does mention eating MREs, meals ready to eat, notorious, military food packaging in order to do her job. But her only mindset while she's even in the field is more food.
After this, I'm getting a big ass seafood bowl. Mark my words.
She's got to be from Louisiana. She's got to be from Louisiana. Seafood boil. She's got to be from Louisiana.
I could jump on here like a lot of people, and I know people are going to be pissed off that I'm looking to actually analyze this. I'm not going to be irate. Oh my God, get to the freaking gym right now. I'm going to hate you. Your sergeant is going to be fucking so mad, and he's going to beat you to an oblivion. There's enough people that want to do that. There's enough people that want to do that. Again.
Yeah, but that doesn't get anywhere. You can't yell at people anymore. Like the military in the movies was probably never like that ever. I mean, unless you talk to some old timers and they'll say like, they'll talk about like Connex counselings. They'll talk about like people hitting them and stuff like that. Like I talked to this one BUC who got out like after, I think he joined in like the late 70s. And he told me a story where, if somebody didn't listen to him or them, they used to take him in the Connex box and like beat the shit out of him. And if they thought that they couldn't beat him up, they would get like other people to like help and whoop this guy's ass. Kind of like what you see in Full Metal Jacket, where Private Pyle was like hit with the soap.
Get it. And I understand the frustration because there is a standard. Everyone's supposed to meet it. We all, like in boot camp, you go through the process. Everyone meets the standard. We all push through. We all have to wear the same uniform, same regulations, haircut, PT, all that stuff, just going and going. I get it. But what I don't get is the command could put her in PT gear, send her out to the field, do all these jobs, all these things that are required of a soldier. But it is so blatantly obvious from the
CB should do this stuff, but we're a defensive unit. We're not really a fighting force. We're more of like, we build, we defend. We build, we fight. That's our motto. But, that would be cool if we could do stuff like this too.
The various TikTok posts that this person does not want to change what they are eating. And I've had people that I've dealt with or seen in the military previously in my past experiences that you can control only such a window of time. What people put in their mouth is a whole different story. If there is zero accountability to that, it does not matter. Now, a lot of people that watch my videos are from an older generation of the military, even before when I joined. Now, we have a lot more resources. There's nutritionists. You can go and get DEXA scans done where they do your full body scan to see like where you're at, muscle mass.
Yeah, actually, at the MWR, at least the one I know in Gulfport, Mississippi, they have a DEXA scan or whatever like that. They can test your body fat or whatever like that. There are certain types of scales where you can get that type of stuff. There's a scale where it connects to your phone and you hold on to this, like, I guess, like, I don't know what the heck, a sensor, and it tells you your whole like body mass and stuff like that. If I had my phone's right now sharing on Instagram, but you'd be able to tell, you could see like your weight, the way it goes up and down and stuff like that. There's plenty of resources to help you lose weight.
Body weight, all these other issues that you could do. There are just so many resources, classes, like they've put so much money into preventative that it's just a choice. And unfortunately, when you make bad choices,
you could also talk to your CFLs or ACFLs if you are struggling with your weight, or you are, you need maybe some motivation. And actually the MWR, they provide trainers there for you. All you have to do is just go to the MWR and ask them and say, hey, I would like a trainer. Would you be able to train me? and I'm like 90% sure that it is free.
Or the
And I think it's free for your spouses too as well. So, you know,
military can start making choices
just saying.
for you. That could be processing somebody out. That could be making them have to have regimented times. That could be, providing their nutrition plans, whatever else. I mean, there's just a point where
I've never been to the MWR, but I've been to the MWR like base gym to work out and stuff like that, but I've never asked for a trainer. But I do know that they have trainers there, and you could get training at the MWR.
the service member is going to tie their hands together almost literally, and they will just have no choice. And eventually they're going to say, not worth their time. You're not going to have any money for that seafood boil. You're going to have to go figure something else out. Now, granted, a lot of people love food. I'm not saying it's bad to review food and do things like that. That's awesome that you love food, but it's awesome.
Yo, who doesn't love food? I love food too. Food is delicious. All types of food. I love pizza. I've been eating like Domino's like almost like once a week just to get my cravings like just to have like a cheat or something like that, like when I broke my finger, I kind of let go, and I gained like 10 pounds. Right now I'm like sitting at like 175 pounds. But I mean, sometimes you just gotta live your life though. Like I have a friend, John, who says don't count your calories, but I don't really agree with him because there are people out there that need to track their calories, because if they don't track their calories, then they're gonna overeat and they will gain fat probably rather than muscle.
So awesome to be healthy and enjoy food for a longer period of your life and actually be healthy. So that's where I'm going to break this down for you guys. What do you guys think about this soldier bragging about, I would say bragging, if you want to put it that way, or noting that they are not within standards and almost bragging about that?
All right.
But let me know down in the comments below.
We watched this one. We watched that one already.
The drill.
Raziak! What's up, bud? All right. And then I got one more. So I YouTube searched, the military weight crisis. And I got to remove this from the screen. And then I got to well, first let's pay the bills.
When it's time to fuel up, I don't cut corners.
Guns powder, baby.
This is Guns Powder, 100% whey isolate chocolate flavor protein that hits just right. You can mix
We have chocolate and we have vanilla.
it with water. I like to mix it with Fairlife milk.
It's really good with Fairlife chocolate milk. If you have the chocolate and you mix it with chocolate Fairlife, it tastes just like a chocolate milkshake. Or if you mix it like in a blender, oh my god,
It mixes smooth, it tastes like a milkshake, and yeah, it actually keeps me full. It's got 25 grams of pure, fast digesting protein. No added sugar, no fillers, just results. There's also
has a bunch of amino acids in it too as well. Here are the amino acids for you Instagram people.
zero artificial flavors, just clean fuel your body actually uses. So whether I'm lifting, on the go, or just staying consistent, this is part of my routine now. If you're serious about clean protein with great flavor, Guns Powder is where it's at. Hit the link in the description, check it out, grab your Guns Powder today.
All right, let's give it up to Fat Chief. Thank you, Fat Chief. Appreciate it. He's not so fat anymore. But I got one more that I want to add to the stage. I want to add this, and then we're going to do some exploring. Stop, and then share. Let's share this one. All right. So I just searched up military weight crisis, and I want to try to go with the one that's like the newest. 2 years ago, 3 months ago. This is a short. Supposedly, Tim Kennedy is like this fake, like Green Beret.
When we have to throw on how much somebody weighs in kilos and then how much they weigh in pounds, and we throw in stones.
Yeah.
And we're just like, okay,
kilos, Celsius, all the, like I was watching this video this guy was talking about, well, it's 30 degrees out, so it's a nice day to go out and shoot. I was like, 30 degrees? I was like, oh, he's in Canada. All right. Okay, you communist.
That has nothing to do with military weight crisis. Can fat people join the military? Yeah, fat
Do you want to join the military but scared you're going to be rejected because of your weight?
Actually, the army, because I was going to join the army first, and the army told me that I needed to lose weight. But then the army didn't let me take my ASVAB again. And you could take your ASVAB like 3 times in a row. You could take it, you take it once, then if you want to take it again, you got to wait a month. And then if you still don't like that score, then I think you have to wait 3 months or 6 months. I'm not really 100% sure, but it's something like that.
In this video, I'm going to comprehensively break down the Army weight standards and how to go about joining the Army if you fail to meet these standards. First, I want to say, don't be too...
All right, well, supposedly the Navy is going to be changing their status, their PRT. They're going to be doing it like the Army, so...
too hard on yourself. Do not look at yourself. Don't look at your physique and automatically disqualify yourself and be like, no, I'm not going to make it. Don't do that. Leave the decision to the medical and recruiting team. They're going to assess you and they're going to give you a yes or a no. Do not just look at yourself and be like, I can't do it.
I guess that's good advice, like you should always think positive and keep striving.
Don't do that. Never do that. Okay, now 3 factors, okay? 3 factors come into play in determining whether or not you meet the weight standards. These 3 factors are, number 1, your age bracket, number 2, your weight, and number 3, your height. What does this mean? It means
the Navy has the same thing. We have standards like that too. So look up Navy height and weight standards.
For example, if you're 21 years of age, there's a height and weight chart. They're gonna match your age to your height and to your weight, and that's what they're gonna use to determine your minimum and maximum limits. Okay, that's pretty much what's gonna tell them if you're overweight, underweight, or if you're good to go. What happens if you are overweight? If you're overweight, you've got a few options. That's if you really want to join the Army, you've got a few options if you're overweight. First of all, if you're overweight, you're going to get taped. And when you get taped, that's going to help them determine or compare your body fat to your muscle mass. If your muscle mass is greater than your body fat, that's a good thing. Okay.
The Navy doesn't go by age. The Navy only goes by height and weight.
But you still got to work on yourself. So if you're overweight, here's what you can do. If you still want to join the military, you can opt in for the Fat Camp, which is a 90-day program.
The Navy has that too. That's called FEP.
It's a 90-day weight reduction program. It's going to help you lose weight. People have been to this program. They undergo exercises, dieting. At the end of the day, it works out and they join the military. I know people who done that and they succeeded, okay? The second thing you can do is to get a delayed enlistment. And what this is, they pretty much give you some time, a couple of months or even a year or however long you think you're going to need to work on yourself and lose weight. So they're going to give you that much time, however much time you need. And when you lose weight, you're going to come back and enlist. The third is to ask for a waiver. Now, these waivers may or may not be granted. You can ask for a waiver, and if you get a waiver, you're good to go. They'll sign you up. The fourth way is, I mean, if you feel like you don't want to put in all of that work and you just want to call it a day, you call it a day and you walk out, and that's it. But I do want to emphasize that if you're overweight, if you ever find yourself overweight and you end up making it into the Army, you are compelled to meet these weight standards every 6 months. Every 6.
I don't know what happened with that other girl then. If she's compelled to lose the weight that she was doing, I mean, I don't know if you guys weren't watching before, but if you scroll back, you could see this other Army girl. She's like indulging herself, like with Wendy's and fried chicken and stuff like that. I mean, all that stuff is really good, but still, you know.
6 months, you're gonna do your ACFT, you're gonna do height and weight. And if you fail to meet the weight standards, if you come up overweight or keep coming up overweight, you risk the chance of getting kicked out. You're gonna get flagged under AR 600-9, and you know they're gonna give you some time to work on yourself with personal trainers and dieting and all of this stuff.
The Navy has their own personal trainers where you can go to the MWR, the base gym, and you could ask them to train you.
If you still can't keep up with your weight, you're going to end up getting kicked out. So just have that in mind. It's all about discipline. It's all about mindset. Okay. So there are ways to get in if you're overweight. But then again, don't look at yourself and say, I'm overweight, I can't do it. You need to go through that assessment where they take your height, your weight, your age bracket into consideration to tell you whether or not you are overweight, underweight, or good to go.
Yeah, the Navy there, remove this, and then I'll share this part. The Navy, they have this. So they have the height and weight. So I'm a man, duh. Right, so sailor's height inches, so I'm 65. Sometimes like I'm 65, 66 inches. They usually kind of like get me at, you know, my last PRT, I was 66 inches and I weighed 171 pounds. And they said that they still had to tape me. So it is what it is, you know, like sometimes like I've been getting taped my whole career, you know. I kind of just live my life right now, not really tracking as much. Today I probably ate a little over probably like 1,700 calories, so that's a good amount of weight for me to eat, good amount of calories for me to eat. So I got time for one more, and let's try to find one. Navy fat camp. Here we go. What is this? What is this guy? 2 years ago. Oh, wait. Sharing the wrong screen again. Let's look up Navy fat camp. Ooh, what's this? Jameson Travels. This is 2 years ago, though. 2 years ago. All these are like kind of like old. Oh, here we go. What does this guy have to say? Official Shim. How to lose 100 pounds before boot camp. This guy is not even 100 pounds. Look at him. This guy's tiny.
Come back to another video. Now to record this video twice now. I forgot to turn the daggone mic on, but we're going to get into this video, right? Now this video, I'm just showing y'all how to lose.
That happens. I don't know. I don't even know if my mic's on. Nobody even said anything. Pretty sure it's on. Yeah, I see it. Okay.
Lose that weight, man. I be getting a lot of DMs and stuff like that. A lot of comments about, shame, I got to lose 100 pounds. Shame, I got to lose 70 pounds, 50 pounds. So today, man, I'm going to tell you how you going to lose that weight. Now, I know you probably thinking, hey, yo, how are you going to tell me how to lose weight when you've been skinny all your life? Look, just because I'm skinny don't mean I don't know how to lose weight, all right? So stay tuned. So number one, I'm going to need you to
It's really easy losing weight. Eat less, move more.
Stay stay hydrated, right? Now you're probably like, what is more putting more stuff in my body gonna help me to lose weight? So let me tell you right now, drinking more water, and especially cold water, will help spike your metabolism. It's gonna help you lose weight, right? So your metabolism is basically about how, I'm gonna just sum it all up. It's basically how fast you burn off the food or whatever you put into your body, how fast you burn it off and get rid of it. So if your
So the more muscle you have, the more fat you'll burn, the more calories you burn.
metabolism is fast, like mine, when I eat something,
This guy's pretty lean. Like he's a twig.
it burn it straight up and it just turns into waste or whatever. You feel me? It turns into that. So I don't have to, it don't stick into my body and all that type of stuff. So stay hydrated, and it's gonna run you up.
Sure. Drink a gallon of water a day.
All right, so number 2 is going to be a food tracker, aka a calorie tracker. Now, I ain't going to tell you which one to.
Definitely calorie tracker. You definitely need to track your calories. You need to figure out how many calories you burn a day and eat less than those calories.
Get another type of stuff because I ain't endorsing.
You're probably going to go to bed hungry if you're eating less calories. Like right now, I'm hungry. Yeah.
Nothing, but I can tell you a quick story. When I was joining the Navy, I had to actually gain weight to join the Navy, and I always was like, yo, I eat a lot, you know what I'm saying? How can I gain no weight? So I downloaded one of the calorie trackers, and it showed me that I really don't eat as much as I really thought I did. I thought I was out here eating like Dwayne Johnson.
If you want to gain muscle, you're going to want to eat in a caloric surplus. If you want to lose weight and burn fat, you're going to want to eat in a caloric deficit.
But I was really eating more like Rufus from Kim Possible. So you gotta download yourself a little food tracker so you know what you're eating and you know how many calories you get. Now you probably laugh at this one, but eat slow down. All right, I see a lot of people.
I do that so bad. I eat so quick all the time.
And listen, I'll tell you right now,
but he's right. He's right. You should probably eat a little slower. This way your body can digest the food a lot better.
Show you one tip, right? Stop eating with them spoons. Y'all eat with them spoons and you get the shoveling all. Hey, what's up, dog? Everybody standing in the face making the video. Y'all know who I'm in. But look, you eating with those spoons and you shoveling all that food down your throat. Listen, use a fork. That way you got to at least stab at it at the school. So when you use those spoons, man, you're going to be shoveling all that food in your throat. And I'll tell you right now, it takes on average, it takes about 20 minutes for your body to even realize that it's full. So you ever been picking at your food while you're on your phone or whatever, and then you look down and eat, and that's you're like, I don't even want this no more. That's because you have eaten all you need to eat. What up, bro? Stay official, bro. Look, you've eaten all you could eat because your stomach really ain't that big.
That's like that last girl. She's eating all she can eat in the Army.
Stomach right up here, actually. But like your stomach ain't that big. So when you get to shoveling all that food down, you packing yourself in. You ever eat so much and you feeling good until you let it sit, and that's when you know you got the itis, or you get up and you're like, oh, I didn't know I ate that much. That's because you ate too fast. So slow down.
It's good advice.
Fiber. Get that fiber up in your diet. So fiber is going to be your nuts, your whole grain.
Nuts are fat. You don't really want to have too many nuts. If you have too many nuts, then you'll probably end up overeating the nuts, and you'll probably eat too many of it. You'll probably eat too many of they're high in calories. A lot of times they have like candy in them and stuff like that to make them taste better. I stay away from nuts. That's just what I do.
Grains and seeds and stuff like that. Because listen, that fiber is going to lock you up. It's going to lock you up, and it's going to make you feel fuller than what you actually are. So it's going to make you get by and not eat as much and be gorging yourself. So instead of
technically the fiber is going to loosen you up because it's going to make you go number 2.
Eating, let's say like white bread, that bleached bread, get yourself some whole wheat bread. Or you eating the regular pasta noodles, get yourself the whole.
Killer Dave's bread. Killer Dave's bread is awesome. It's whole wheat. It's high in protein, low carb. It's a great bread.
grain pasta, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, and be eating different nuts like almonds.
When I was losing the weight last year, when I finally was able to acquire a 6-pack, I counted the calories and I had like a half a cup of macaroni and cheese, and then I think like maybe some like turkey burger, like a turkey burger, and like I'd put like 2 tablespoons of regular honey, what's it called, baby back rays or whatever like that. I used to put baby back rays, and I would just like kind of chop it up and mix it in, and you know, that would be my lunch. It was probably around like 350 calories, and it tasted good.
Cashews and you know, stuff like that. Maybe like sunflower, all that type of stuff. Eat them nuts.
Stay away from the nuts. Just stay away from the nuts.
Dang, that sounds crazy. 5 bars. I can't say that one first. Eat the whole grains, eat the nuts, and eat the. You know what I'm saying, man. Now this is the one y'all really been waiting on, man. Number 5. Exercise.
Yeah, definitely exercise. I've been exercising 5 times a week. 5 times a week. Yeah. I'm on stage 2, I think, on the Buff Dudes app, and I'm doing their Shred for Summer workout.
So, no, I got an addition. All right, so let me tell you this right now. Your diet is what's going to fundamentally change your weight, right? But
you don't need to buy a sauna suit.
Exercise is going to act as a catalyst for you to really get it going. So what you don't know what a catalyst is, for y'all don't know, and pay attention in school, the catalyst is what's going to speed the process up. Usually a chemical reaction or reaction, you know what I'm saying, the catalyst is going to speed it up. So by you exercising along with your diet change, you will drop weight like this. You will be looking like Paul Blart, and next week you are looking like my skinny self. Now, you probably don't want to get as skinny as me. It's you know what I'm saying? You don't want to get this skinny. I'm trying to gain weight. With this right here, you're going to lose some weight. So let me tell you, exercise. I don't need to be seeing, if you're here trying to lose weight for boot camp and all that stuff, I don't need to see you in the gym at Planet Fitness doing 400 pounds on the bench press. That don't got nothing to do with what we're doing. I need to be seeing you on the little elliptical. I need to be seeing you running outside. I need to be seeing you doing jumping jacks.
You should definitely lift weights. So working out is like a triangle. This is what I learned when I worked at LA Fitness. It's like a triangle. It's like, so here is your nutrition, here is your cardio, and here is your weights. So if you're not doing all 3, one of them is going to collapse. So you need to do all 3.
And all the body weight movements and all type of stuff. That's what I need to see you doing. A lot of cardio, a lot of intensive workouts. So running up hills and stuff like that. And then
sure, yeah, you could do high interval training, hits. Those are really great cardio, but you need to incorporate weights too. You need to do low weight, high rep weights or at least to a moderate style of weight training.
Then take yourself to Walmart and get yourself a sauna suit. That's probably like $15, man. I didn't see my cousin use a sauna suit, and I can tell you it works. You will use that.
You really don't need a sauna suit. Don't waste your money on that.
Sauna suit. What sauna suit is, right? It's usually plastic or something that's non-breathable, and it's not going to allow your body's going to be hot. So as you're doing it, you know what I'm saying, you're going to end up building up so much sweat and so much water weight.
I guess it's kind of like a pretty good thermogenic. I mean, I've never owned a sauna suit, but I have owned those like belly weights, those belly like bands, and that does help a little bit, I would say. Yeah, I guess. But I mean, do you really need a sauna suit? Not really.
From being that, or just take yourself to the sauna. You know what I'm saying? But I prefer to use the sauna suit. That way you didn't knock out 2 birds with 1 stone with using the sauna suit and exercising. So you can't cheat yourself. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you got to lose 100 pounds, 500 pounds, whatever it is. With these 5 steps, you can lose weight. But I don't want you to be out here. A lot of people think they can just take themselves to the gym. Oh, I'm going to run here. I'm going to run here. And they still eating Papa John's at the end of the workout. Stop.
Yo, I love Papa John's. It's just mad good.
On a Planet Fitness where they out there You know, Planet Fitness, you could.
Yeah, they give out pizza and bagels. So yeah, that stuff is good if you're doing like a really intense, like long workout or a long run. Like if you're going to be running like 10 miles in that day, yeah, have yourself a couple of slices of pizza. But if you're going to, you know, not run 10 miles, then you probably shouldn't eat that pizza.
You can go work out and then they got pizza days. Really? Yes. You go into the gym and they got pizza. Sure. What type of gym is that? I mean, no shade, but all shade. You know what I'm saying? Stop. They giving out pizza at the gym, dog. Stop gorge yourself with all that bad stuff. Put good stuff in your body and watch your body reward you and go do some exercises. Drink some water. Put some cucumbers and lemons in your water.
Lemon water is good too. Yeah, that's supposed to help your metabolism.
Detox. Do all that type of stuff. You're going to lose that weight and you're going to be in boot camp fitter than everybody else because you've been stayed official. So, I mean,
I was a pretty fit guy in boot camp. So, all right. Well, I guess that's going to be it. We're about the hour mark. I did share the call-in link. Is there somebody in the studio? No, that's okay. So in conclusion, the fitness is like a triangle. If you don't have one of them, your triangle collapses. You know, go out there and subscribe to Official Shim and Nikki MGTV, and just want to thank them for allowing me to use their video on this live stream. And get yourself some Guns powder. It's 110 calories, 1 gram of fat, 1 sugar, 1 carb. Tastes great. You can go on my Facebook, my Instagram profile, and you can click on the link in the profile to get it. I'm going to be having like some specials and some deals, so stay tuned. Follow me, subscribe, like this video if you like it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for coming by.